Hey, good morning. It's about, I think it's about 7:30 here in Colombia at the moment. A bit late, but I'm heading to about 3 hours away, San Luis, where I'm going to go kayaking, kind of a 3-day intense course kayaking. I think we're doing 2 days on slower water, just practicing some skills, and then third day on some white water. So that'll be awesome. I've done quite a bit of rafting around the place, but I've always wanted to level up and actually get some proper skill to go down by myself. So I can't wait. Not sure about the decision to wear my weight vest, to be honest, on this 3-hour ride, but we'll see how it goes. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of training with it when we're not on the water. Yeah, anyway, I better head off because I am going to be late. Well, definitely later than planned, but it's just me, so yeah, I'll put the details of where we're going up on the website, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, see you all there. Okay, so while we're driving, I've got 2 minutes to explain what exactly is going on. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is my first video that I've made, so there'll be more coming out. San Luis is about 3 hours from Antioquia on the Medellin River, which isn't really something you'll kayak itself, but right about 2 minutes out of San Luis, if that, you've got Cascada Planta, which you'll see in one of the next clips, is the big waterfall with a big natural pool beneath it. And then a smaller pool with a rapid that we can practice on as well. So there's kind of a couple of options for practicing skills without going down white water to start off with. So we spent the first 2 days there. The other nice thing about this area is it's surrounded by a number of different rivers that, when we're moving on to white water, gives options for practicing down different rivers. You've got Rio Claro, which is the one you'll see briefly in this video.
Well, so I'm just waiting for the guy here. He's going to take me for the rafting, but yeah, what an amazing place to wait. Took me a bit longer than I thought to get here, actually. There was a way through the mountains which my GPS wanted to go, but I thought against it. Before I've taken roads like that which look short, but then when you get on it, it can take you hours and hours. So maybe I'll go back that way when I'm not against time. Okay, I'm just gonna...
This river is, the name is Dormilon River, okay? But there in the highway, you can know the Samana rivers. It's more hard. It's level 4 and 5. It's very hard and it's beautiful when the summertime is green. It's very clean. It's very gorgeous. Okay, and the river Calderas is more to a coconut town, coconut. Yeah, it's more there. But it's amazing river. It's class 3 and 4. You can find there a waterfall around, I don't know, 5 meters of hike. It's interesting because you jump into that. Yeah, and Rio Claro rivers. Yeah, the Saturday we go there. Yeah.
And when we go to Rio Claro, what grade is that, like 3?
No, the river when it's summer is when it's clear, it's easy, is level 2, no more, because in Kayak it's different when you go in raft.
Claro.
Yeah, in Kayak level 2 you feel the punch, you feel the oh my god, wow, it's interesting. But maybe the activity is Saturday, but the Friday in the night running. Yeah, running a little. Maybe the river is high, and we can found level 3.
Okay, here me and Juanes are just going to lunch. Unfortunately, the audio was too poor, so I can't really use it. but I thought it was important to include some of the things that Juanes was talking about. There's a really strong community sense especially among the young people in San Luis. Part of this might be because of the violent history of the town. Back in 1999, the town was taken over by the FARC, the guerrillas in Colombia, and one of the neighboring towns, San Carlos, was overtaken by the paramilitary. So we had a really violent history, and I guess through that the community learnt to kind of work together. Through the pandemic, that's been really clear. One of the things they've built to kind of bring people together and support people is a community garden, so that anyone can go there and grow food and stops people going hungry. Like if it helps feed the community, really. But there's also a lot of the young people have joined together, and one of the examples of this is a rap group called Tierra Rap, so like rap of the earth, and they kind of do reggae raps about the soil, about ecology, and about keeping the river healthy as well. I mean, the river is really a heart of this community, and the passion at which the people, like Juanes, talks about the river is really cool, and protecting it from being turned into a dam, which looks like it could happen if they don't stop it. So I'll put a link to one of their raps in the comments below, and you can watch that, because I definitely recommend checking it out. So this is the pool that we practiced in for the first day, and then the second. Juanes just jumped in the water first to demo a few things. Like I say, there's a rapid at the top which kind of flows into this charco, they call it in Colombia, but it's basically a natural pool caused by the river. So this is the rapid that we kind of practiced on a little bit. But also, you'll see Juanes in a second just kind of paddle onto the wave here, and so basically you can kind of sit on that spot if you find the right spot without kind of doing much paddling, and the water underneath will flow in one direction, and on the top it flows in a different direction. So this is where I just jumped in. Juanes jumped in the water to kind of help me out with a few skills. So this is the high brace, which is a key part of learning a roll as well as being a movement stability. Now what I should be doing there is using my hips a lot more and pulling my head out last, rather than trying to drag myself out with the head first. Something I got better at as we went on, but there you can see I'm definitely using my head too early and not using enough of my hips, and that's kind of what happens. And there's Juanes trying to just tip the boat the right way over for me. So this is me practicing to roll, which is basically very similar to a high brace, this roll at least, but I'm just doing it upside down. And that's me going down the rapid at the end of the first day. And I fell in at the end.
Oh, you are a blessed guy, man. Really amazing. I'm very close.
We're just heading back down to the same place we did some skills yesterday on the river. And then after lunch we're going to head to a different pool beneath the waterfall. We're going to just do some skills today, and then tomorrow we head out on the main river where we're actually kind of moved down the river.
Okay, so day 3 and first day on white water. Unfortunately, I was having a few camera problems on the end of the second day. My Osmo Action started leaking water, and also my drone crashed into Cascada Planta. The drone I think is okay, but I'm trying to get a replacement for the Osmo. That does mean that unfortunately I wasn't able to get much video of the white water. This first 7 kilometers is really kind of grade 1, quite flat. If you're a tourist and you signed up for doing kayaking, this is the only bit you'd do, the kind of calm 7 kilometers floating down the river.
Just got back from lunch. One of the things I really like about this is the lunch spot is up there. It's probably like a 10-minute walk, but it's this waterfall that you would never be able to get to if you weren't coming on a boat. So there's like no other way to get there. And the walk itself is really special down the creek. There's a sense of kind of exploration about this trip. Like, it's not just kayaking down the river, which I've done on rafts plenty of times. This is a lot more. There is definitely that, but then this is the second time now we've gone off the river and kind of explored Little Creek. Yeah, and it's really cool. The first time was in a boat, but this is kind of like we just parked up here while we had some lunch, and yeah, and now we're back to hit the river.
Hi, so we just moved inside because it's getting quite noisy outside. So yeah, you've just seen the rapids there. It was a wicked few days in San Luis and on the Rio San Carlos, so the Rio Claro. Couldn't recommend it more. It was a great place to learn. Juanes was yeah, really patient with me, and he was, when we got into the river, he was leading the group of rafts. Obviously, like I say, I didn't have any footage of me going down the rapids. But to be honest, I was far more concerned just trying to get down the water safely, and and stay on my boat as much as possible. So in terms of the rapids, I know Juanes was saying kind of they're grade 2. We did have a lot of rain the night before, so I think I didn't actually ask him at the end, but I think there were probably some of them, the bigger ones you saw in that video, were probably more like grade 3. He did tell me kind of when I asked him if something was grade 2, and those ones seemed a lot bigger than the ones we than the ones he said were grade 2. So I'm thinking they're probably grade 3 on that day, but I can't be sure. Anyway, they were plenty big enough. Yeah, it's crazy. I was comfortable with my rolling, and as soon as we got in the water, in the flat water, did a roll, all good. But when you get flipped over and you need to do it in the middle of white water and you're traveling down the river, I didn't manage a single one. It was, yeah, but it was completely different. There's loads more to practice, but definitely really excited to do more of it. So one of the things I really liked about learning to kayak here was it didn't feel like a commercial venture in the slightest. Obviously the rafting is a business. That's not run by Juanes, although on the day he was managing the team of rafts, although he was going down to the kayak with me. It felt more like kind of going down with some friends. All the rafters and kayakers took me under their wing and kind of had a lot of respect for me for having a go in a kayak. Yeah, so it felt really friendly. None of them have been doing it a huge amount of time. They're taught actually by a group of French people who also run rafting trips in the area. So if that's something you're interested in, I can also provide the details for them if you send me a message. But all the information from my trip and accommodation and stuff, because there are a few options for accommodation, I'll put up on fitpacklife.com with a link in the description. So if you follow that, everything will be there. Definitely something to consider if you're keen to learn to kayak and learn new skills. Check Juanes out, drop him a message, see if he's available to do it, because I had an awesome time, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, because rafting's great, but you never get better at rafting. You're always just in a group of other people. It doesn't matter how many times you've done it. And this is something I can keep progressing with. Yeah, so if you don't know what I'm doing in South America, basically I've been traveling around South America on my motorbike, mainly going from CrossFit or functional fitness gyms and writing reviews on those, and all of those are on my website as well to help people find the gym that's best for them, whether that be about classes or a good space for competitors with the right equipment, locations close to good accommodation. That's all on there as well, but now I'm starting to do more stuff like this as well. So I want to provide information for how you can do things that maybe aren't normal options for tourists, and review them based on how good they are in terms of fitness or in terms of learning new skills. Yeah, to give opportunities for using fitness more outside the gym as well. So there'll be more stuff like this coming up, both on the YouTube channel and on the website as well. And whenever I do something like this, I'll have all the information on a page on the website, which you can follow through for the link in the description. Yeah, so hopefully you found this useful. Please give it a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't enjoyed it, but you have a little bit of faith that maybe I might be able to produce some better content in the future, because this has been my first video and it's been a huge learning curve. There's been so many things I'd wish to have gone back and changed and get more videos of stuff, or do better explanations of what I was doing. But at the end of the day, I just felt it was the best thing just to get it out. It's taken me ages, mainly because my computer just isn't up for the task, so I'm going to have to sort that out. But this is something I want to do. So if it's something you want to see more of, then yeah, please let me know in the comments, or like and subscribe. If you haven't liked it, then you can always share it and tell someone that it's rubbish as well. yeah, so enjoy your day, and if you're ever in the same part of the world as me, drop me a DM on Instagram. Always happy to hear them. Yeah, and if you get the chance, do some fit packing, like make the most of every day and use a fitness outside the gym, and explore. It's wicked. It's a good life. Okay, take care.